Prehistoric and ancient times. The history of Japan begins with the Jomon period, 14,000 BC, 300 BC, which is marked by a society of hunter-gatherers who make pottery with woven patterns. The Yayoi period, 300 BC, 300 AD, brought agricultural, metal, and weaving technology from mainland Asia. Japan began to experience a more complex cultural development. Kofun and Asuka period, 300–710. 2. The Kofun period is famous for the large, key-shaped tombs built for leaders. In the Asuka period, Buddhism was introduced from Korea and China, and centralized government first appeared under the influence of the Soga family and the Taika reforms in 645. Nara and Heian periods, 710–1185. 3. The Japanese Empire moved the capital to Nara in 710, which imitated the layout of the Chinese city of Chang'an. This period also saw the compilation of the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, Japan's first chronicle. In 794, the capital was moved to Heian, Kyoto, marking the beginning of the Heian period, known for its cultural and literary progress, such as Murasaki Shikibu's Tale of Genji. Kamakura and Muromachi periods, 1185–1573. Power shifted from the imperial court to the shoguns, who were supreme military commanders. Minamoto no Yoritomo established the Kamakura shogunate in 1192. The Muromachi shogunate was established by Ashikaga Takauji in 1336, which was marked by civil war and conflict between daimyo, feudal landlords. Azuchi Momoyama period, 1573–1603. 5. This was a transitional era towards the unification of Japan under Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and finally, Tokugawa Ieyasu. Nobunaga began the unification by defeating other powerful clans, but Hideyoshi completed the unification by conquering all of Japan. After Hideyoshi's death, Tokugawa Ieyasu won the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600 and established the Tokugawa shogunate. Edo period, 1603–1868. 6. Tokugawa Ieyasu became shogun and established a government in Edo, Tokyo. This was a time of stability and isolation, where Japan closed itself off from the outside world except for limited trade with the Netherlands and China in Nagasaki. Culture flourished, with kabuki, ukiyo-e, and haiku. Meiji Restoration, 1868–1912. 7. In 1868, the Tokugawa shogunate was overthrown and the empire was restored with Emperor Meiji as leader. Japan began to open up to the world and modernize and industrialize quickly, taking models from the West. Japan developed a strong armed force and began to expand abroad. Taisho and Showa periods, 1912–1989. 8. The Taisho period saw the growth of Taisho democracy, but stalled with the rise of militarism. Japan was involved in World War II, which ended with Japan's defeat after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. After the war, Japan was occupied by the Allies and under the rule of Douglas MacArthur, underwent democratic reforms. Heisei and Reiwa period, 1989–present. 9. After the war, Japan rose as a global economic power. In 1989, Emperor Akihito ascended the throne and the Heisei era began. The economy stagnated in the 1990s but remained strong. In 2019, Emperor Naruhito ascended the throne, marking the beginning of the Reiwa era. Japan continues to play an important role in the international arena in economy, technology, and culture.